is episode 2019 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I'm speaking a little softly. It's early as I'm doing this. I forgot to take care of my homework for the week earlier in the week, and thus I'm trying not to wake up my wife on another floor. So I'll just simply say today's show is one that I think you'll really like, and I do hope you find it helpful and give it a great review. Also want to mention very simply, my sponsor Skillshare is coming up next, and the show will actually go live right after that. And with that, let's get going. Today's show is brought to you by Skillshare.com. At Skillshare.com, they have thousands of classes available, not just simply about business or job hunting, but lots of different classes on a host of different subjects. Almost anything you can think of, and they have one low price associated with your learning. They have classes about particular technologies you can learn, pottery, public speaking. I have a half dozen of my classes about job hunting there. Writing, photography, film, almost anything you can think of, they have Skillshare classes available. Now, if you use my link, thebiggameHunter.us/Skillshare, they'll offer a free trial and 30% off if you decide to join. There's a lot to learn, and Skillshare is a place where you can learn it. Now, let's get back to today's show.
I want to talk with you about you really need to change jobs from time to time. The system is set up to keep you in a tough position financially. Think about it. Most people, if you stay at one organization, are going to get very modest job changes. When you're at a junior level, they may give you $5,000 or $10,000, and that may sound like a big percentage when you make $50,000. They'll say it's a 10 or 20% increase, but think about it. Aren't your costs going up even more? Isn't the government taking more in taxes? You're basically standing still. And when you become more experienced and the percentage increase comes down a lot, for example, for many individuals, they're getting 3%, 2%, 4% increases, even at that $50,000 level. Haven't you noticed your insurance premiums have increased? Haven't you noticed that the price of gas has doubled over the last few years? Haven't you noticed that everything that you're buying costs a lot more than it used to? Movie tickets have gone up. So the system is really set up to require you to change jobs. Because if you're getting that 3% raise, that 4% or 5% raise, how do you get ahead financially? Here's some simple math. If you change jobs, if you're a $50,000 a year person, and you change jobs for another $5,000, over the next 5 years, if you didn't change jobs again, and you got that same modest increase of 3 or 4%, you'd probably be about $27,000 ahead pre-tax by changing jobs one time and then staying there for 5 years. If you change jobs one time and then 3 years into your tenure with the next firm, you change jobs again, you'd be $35,000 ahead pre-tax. I'm not saying $5,000 is a big increase. Obviously it isn't. But let's do the math with a $10,000 or $15,000 raise. A $10,000 raise, if you stayed at one place for 5 years, you'd be about $53,000 ahead, given that you wound up getting that modest 3 or 4% increase. If you change jobs at second time, you're about $74,000 ahead of the game. How can you stay still and stay at your current organization when they're just giving you 3% and telling you you're doing great work? That handshake isn't going to pay your bills when they start increasing. So my advice to you is to be smart. Do what organizations do when they start establishing a budget. When things get tough, they do what's right for the stockholders and for the board of directors, and they cut jobs, right? They look out for the business interests, and if that involves you, hey, tough luck. Well, you have to look out for the board of directors of your organization and start thinking about the money in this, and not just simply all the attaboys, attagirls, you're doing a great job, that's terrific, we're going to give you a promotion, you're going to be doing this great work. I got to tell you, other firms will have you do great work too, and you'll make a lot more money. So my advice to you is be smart. Start looking for something else from time to time. And if you just want to put your profile on LinkedIn and attract other recruiters or attract recruiters to it, think of it like a resume with keywords, and I'll go into that another time.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. There's a lot there to help you. In addition, if you need interview advice, I've created a course called the Ultimate Job Interview Framework, available as a video on udemy.com. That's udemy.com, or available as a paperback or for Kindle on Amazon, and will help you stand out in a great way on your interviews. Also, if you're interested in my coaching you, there's a button on the site that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule yourself in for coaching. I will love to help you. I'm able to help with regard to interview preparation, leadership coaching, salary negotiation advice, making a good decision between different offers, anything related to improving yourself in the workplace. If you have questions for me, you can schedule 15 minutes with me at thebiggamehunter.us/live, or an even less expensive way is at thebiggamehunter.us/video answers, where you can leave a message for me and I'll respond with a 3 to 5 minute video. Please financially support the podcast by clicking the button below and pledging whatever you'd like. I really appreciate it. Finally, watch me on TV. Download the Job Search TV app for fireTV, Fire Stick, or Roku, or BingeNetworks.tv for Apple TV and 90-plus smart TV platforms. I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!